Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back to my channel.
Guys, I'm DNS
Hey everyone.
and I interview world-class experts on health and mindset, and today we're going to explore the lessons from the worldwide phenomenon Squid Game. As you know, season 2 is right around the corner, so let's explore some powerful lessons so that we can live our life a little better.
I get it. Thank you.
So the first lesson I learned from Squid Game is that desperation makes us vulnerable. Think about it. Every player in Squid Game was there because of some kind of financial ruin, and they have some kind of desperation that they have to succeed in life, otherwise their life will be ended. That's why they took some risky decisions. Desperation always makes people to make risky decisions without thinking about the obvious red flags. If you see in the Squid Game, many people ignored the obvious red flags like mystery recruiters and creepy invitations and deadly entry games. People stop thinking about the risks when they are in a desperation mode. That's why if you observe in our daily lives also, many people join pyramid schemes or buy expensive gadgets on credit or do some kind of gambling or some kind of things out of desperation, thinking that something will click and I will be so famous or so rich.
40,000 naira.
But remember guys, really remember that there is nothing called free lunch in this world. So what's the takeaway here? Stop
it.
and just take a breath and think that, am I taking this action out of desperation or this actually makes any sense? So this lesson is one of my favorite lessons. Actually, this is something many people ignore. So the second lesson I learned from Squid Game is called the value of second chances. If you remember correctly, in the second episode called Hell, people were given chance to go back to their normal lives after seeing how brutal the game was, and the people who participated in that game actually votes that they want to go back home. They go back home and they got a lucky second chance. But even after experiencing the freedom and after seeing such a brutal game, they willingly return to the game once again. This shows the linkage between the first lesson and the second lesson, that again desperation makes us take risky decisions and foolish decisions. Guys, in life second chances are very valuable, and we don't know whether we will get that or not. So when we get that, we have to make sure that we utilize the opportunity and use that second chance. This reminds me of a recent movie I watched on Netflix called Lucky Bhaskar. It has English subtitles as well, so that you guys can watch. In that, the hero, the protagonist, says that life is like a traffic signal. Traffic signal, if you see, we have three lights, right? Like green, yellow and red. In life, there comes many situations where life warns you through a caution signal, like the yellow light in the traffic signal. Actually, when life shows that, you have to stop at least and see, am I doing correctly? Am I on the right path? If you have any doubt that you are not on the right path, then it's better to go back. But still, many of us go on doing the things that we know that are not good for us. So sometimes life gives you red light. So we keep on ignoring the yellow light until sometimes life gives us the red light. Red light is a signal for you to stop whatever you're doing and reconsider your choices and get back to green light, which means that if you cross that signal, you will be in an accident. So similarly, the second chance that they got in the Squid Game is like a red signal that, okay, now you have the ultimate chance to get back to your life. But still people ignored that and came back, and what's the result of that? They all got deleted. So are there any red lights that you're ignoring in your life? So the next lesson I learned from the Squid Game is called the role of luck in success. Guys, luck play a bigger role in our life than what we think.
Okay.
Actually, if you remember the glass bridge game, in that no matter how skilled you are, luck is what determines the outcome of the game. So guys, similarly in life there will be so many situations where you will work hard but still success won't come. But remember that luck plays a role. But still, if you have pure intentions and if you keep on working patiently, success will eventually come to you. Because when luck appears, you have to be prepared.
I get it.
If you're not prepared and you do not work hard, and even if luck appears, you will not be able to utilize that opportunity. Sometimes it rains on your parade. What can we do? Will we be crying in the rain, thinking that why is it raining on my parade? No, we'll think that okay, it is what it is. Let's do what we can do with what we have now. So the next lesson I learned from Squid Game is called greed can be your own downfall. Guys, in the Squid Game, so many characters from Doksu to Sang-woo, many people let their greed take over themselves, and that is what ultimately led to their demise. For example, Doksu tried to manipulate everyone in the game and thought that he could get away and could win the game by doing all this. But actually, if you see in the game, it will build certain resentment among other people, because when you are trying to succeed in life by trying to suppress others, it will automatically create an imbalance in life that needs to be corrected. So for example, Doksu's betrayal in the glass bridge game is what led to his demise ultimately in the game. So in real life, we see this all the time. Many people have this greediness in them that they feel that they have to succeed in life by suppressing others. By doing that, sometimes you will win, of course, but at what cost? And that cost might be a hollow victory. So ask yourself, what's the cost of your greed? So there you have it. Guys, I read a book a day.
What?
Actually, it's so easy, and I read more than 600 plus books now.
Yeah. Great.
And actually I created a free ebook for you guys so that you can download a free book where you can see my techniques on how I read a book a day. I'm saying this again, I know I'm parroting again and again the same things, that it is so easy to read a book a day. You will know once you read it. So that's it guys. As we gear up for season 2, let's remember these powerful lessons and try to incorporate some of this in your real life. Guys, remember, it's not about how well you play the game. It's about when you stop the game that matters a lot.
Say it again.
It's not about how well you play the game. It's about when you stop the game that matters a lot. And sometimes that matters your life.
Leave me alone.
Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome tackling.
They love me.